Nou, ik ben dus Floor en opnieuw carte blanche voor Theo.
Okay, Floor doesn't know exactly what she wants, but I've made her a wonderful creation. She will turn, so you can see her hair now. How long is it to go, Floor, that we did your hair?
Oh,
A lot of weeks.
8 weeks, 9 weeks,
Yeah,
10 weeks.
And that was also on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now, let's start on your hair.
Yes, please.
Hello friends on YouTube. Now I'm gonna do her hair again. That you hear it. I have carte blanche, so I can do whatever I want, but I don't go to shave her, but so there will also be a short part in her hair. I really have lovely ideas with colors, and I will use glint colors to make this happen. Of course, I start with protection, like I always do. Start by wetting the hair. It's very important to watch at the fall of the hair, always is. I really love the red on her. Stay in the reds, also in dark colors, and also light color. And she really loved this hairstyle. Yeah, that's not a lie, she did. It went to Italy.
Yeah.
Was in Holland. Where is that, Holland?
In Amsterdam.
Oh, Amsterdam, the Netherlands, Amsterdam. It's not only Amsterdam, thank God for that. Nijmegen is the oldest place of the Netherlands, and there's where we live. I do. My shop does. Part a line, a real high line. And watch at the length at the ears, because on the other side you want to stay a bit in that length. So I create an asymmetrical line. Show you this in a second. Really have to know where the lines of the skull are. So this is the new parting line, and I can see the length on the sides, on the ears. This is what I'm going to work at, it's short lines. Okay, starting on the short lines. Get rid of a lot of hair. Watch it and as you fall, as I always do, leaning with my comb on the skin behind the ear. I think it's a long time ago that you had this short hair on the sides. Leaning on the skull bone. You can already see that the hairs in the neckline have an opposite asymmetrical line. Put my blade to the back and comb on the line of cutting with clipper over comb technique. Clean the contour line. Go back to the front again. Take the hairs up. Make a nice connection to the front. And let my comb guide me through the hairs. Create a new contour line. Take the ear to the front and my blade to the back, leaning on the skin behind the ears and holding my clipper in the angle. Put my blade on the sharpest position. and clean in between. Go over the same line, put in my comb in the same line as I did the cut. Watch at the line where I go to, leaning against the hair fall. Told you I have an opposite line in the asymmetrical line. You can see that her hair walks to that way. Put my blade to the combing position again and into the sharpest to clean the contour. Go over the opposite line and just comb the hairs in line. Adjust the thickness, some parts of the line. And gently go over the line again to soften it. Go to my small clipper. Clean the contour line. Watch at the line of the asymmetrical line and create the opposite asymmetrical line as I did on the top. So now I have an asymmetrical line and an opposite asymmetrical line. So it's more interesting to watch at the neckline. Check out the clips. I'm going to create a blunt line to the front. Only this side, the rest I will do with the hot razor. Lay the hairs in a natural fall. Watch at the natural parting lines. Go in from the front to the line of cutting with the clipper. Lifting the hairs up and create a blunt line. And making sure never touch the underlines. Connect both lines to each other. Scissor over comb. Just to make sure I have a perfect line to lean on. I always love to go scissor over comb over a line I just made with a clipper because it softens the line and it gives a better effect afterwards. I don't love the hard lines. Get rid of the small hairs on the contour line. Turn a bit so you can see what I'm doing. Stay working in the same line. Pull the hairs over the line. Knowing where I want to go. Go in on the line. never touch on the line. The upper hair I will do with the hot razor, what I told you. So now I've got myself a blonde line where I can work on. Going to the other side, part the upper hair other side. And do only the contour line with scissors. Take the hairs up, connect them. Lay them in a natural rounding. Put the ear to the front. Make contact to the line. Lay the hairs to the front. Go in. And gently go to the front. Make sure that stays no hairs behind the ears. Put the ear to the front and also on the ear on the back. Make sure all the small hairs are gone. This is my baseline. So now I can work with my hot razor. Keep going to the front.
Okay.
Man, go work in the line of the chin line. Take the hairs over. Take my hot razor. It's a product of Ergo. Comes from the United States. Still a lot asking for this product. And you can find it online. AskErgo.com. Take a new line on it. Go from the back. Connect it on the lines. And gently go to the front. This I also watched through and thinking in the meantime about the light line. I want to get into this hairstyle. I want to have a real sexy light line into this color. And the nice thing, she works with conditioners on color, mostly red, so it will always be stunning. Coming to my last line on this line. Lay it to the other side. Go in with the tip of my knife. Stay working in the chin line. I can see the chin line. I really love to copy lines of the skull, because the skull is something I never can change on my hairstyle. I once did it with a hammer. It took me 10 years. No, it's not true. That was all the same. Jail hairstyle. Did it with a hammer. Hit it with a hammer. On the back, I thin it a bit. Take away a bit of the weight. It makes it also easier for her to style there. And she always stays in color by Lakme conditioners. They give this vibrant red. Watch the lines. Take the hairs to the back. Lay your fingers in the line of the chin line again. Lay the hairs on the line of cutting. So part myself a centimeter hair. Lay it to the back. Watch at the natural lines. Gently go to the front. Watch at the thickness. Also have to take care of that, because When you watch at the thickness, you know how playable the hairstyle will be. When it's too thick, you never can play with hair. I really love it when there is a balance in thickness. And make an ultra soft connection to the left side of our head. And play with the shapes. On the ear, I go a bit to the back to create the same fall into the hair and also make it easy for her. When it would create it straight down, it would be very hard to style the hair. Now coming on top, just on the part where it didn't come, take the hairstyle in the line of the hairstyle and with my thumb on my knife, and believe me, the knife is hot, it's 190 degrees Celsius. But when the hair is still a bit wet, you don't feel anything of it. I just take off the ends that I think need to get off. This is like chopping. I don't need much force to get the hairs off. Go back to the first line. Give it a slight rounding. And I love to part with my fingers. Every time pick up the piece that I want, just with my left hand. So I know for sure that I have the part that I wanted to cut. Now this is easy going hairstyle, I'm certain of that. So now I can go for the colors. Okay, make the colors of glint. Watch at the parting line. Know where it is. Set the upper hair a bit aside. Start with my darkest color. Give a recipe of the colors into the video. And create my first dark baseline. Do this over the total line I created. This line I come into the line on top when I'm done with that. Going to my brightest red line. Put it in a red bowl so I can see what I'm doing. First make a baseline on this. I don't need to be very secure on this because I already told you I comb these lines into each other. But I'm gonna work till I get to the point where I want to get started with my very light color. And just watch the natural fall of the hairs. Latest in the line of the hairstyle. And I work till I get on part behind here. Show you that in a second. Before I do this, I comb the hairs up, the darkest color on in the underline into the red color on top. So I have a nice soft connection line. Turn a bit so you can see this. So you see the line laying from there, over there, to the center and the center of the eye. Take plastic foil, lay this on the line of coloring. Go in for the light line. I lay it on plastic foil. So this is my blonde color. Take a small part of carton wick, just also a small line, and lay it on the parting line. Take a new foil, lay the foil on the carton wick and on the bleach. Go to my lightest color again. Take about 2 centimeters of hair. Stay working in the same roundings. So now I'm certain that this color is sketched between 2 colors. So, again, take a plastic foil, knot it on the line, and go over to the darkest color again. And when all the color is on, we have to wait for a half hour before we rinse it out. And when you work with glint colors, you have to be sure the contour line is clean, because there's a lot of pigment, what I already told you, into the colors. So you have a nice build-up on the skin. They have protected products for this, but I don't have them with me in the studio, so I will do it with a cotton wick. Always lay a slight piece of cotton wick on the contour line and on the ears. And then we're off for a coffee or tea. We'll be back. Hello, we're back. What we did was, in the blonde, I put a product of Goldwell, a pink, so a soft pink. So I created more colors into the colors, because I really love the diversity of colors in autumn time. So now I can style her hair and create the end result. What I'm going to use is a boa. I use this in wet hair, not too much, just this amount. Spread this over my fingers and set it between the hairs. This gives you a lot of strength to the hairs. It's a nice clay product. Okay, blow dry it with an Ergo brush and my Kiona blow dryer. So far blow drying. What I'm going to use now is a gloss in combination with a borax. Just this amount. Mix those products into each other. And bring out the lovely structure of her hair. Super kei.
Kun je wel een woensdagavond mee op de bank zitten.
Zeker. A little bit hairspray, not too much. It's ultra soft hairspray. It's a factor 3, so it's not a hard one. Don't like hard hairsprays. Now I thank Fleur for being my model again. Thank you for watching. She will turn and show you the end result. And I'll see you the next time. Bye bye. Dit was het. Dankjewel.
Ja, dankjewel.
Foto's maken. Kind van een lekkere kleur. Dat staat hier echt super cool. Mooi hè, die asymmetrie hè?
Kun je een klein stukje nog terug doen met die?
Yes, sure.
Ja, mooi, heel mooi. Ja, top.
Oh ja. Ja.
Vet kleur hè?
Fijn. Ja.
Is dit?
Dank. Nou, ik ben dus Floor en opnieuw carte blanche voor Theo.
Okay, Fleur doesn't know exactly what she wants, but I've made her a wonderful creation. She will turn, so you can see her hair now. How long is it to go, Fleur, that we did your hair?
Oh,
A lot of weeks.
8 weeks, 9 weeks,
Yeah,
10 weeks.
And that was also on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now, let's start on your hair.